Hello everybody, thanks for stopping by Greg's Beer Reviews today. It's about that time. Let's go take that walk and see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Hopefully this is going to be a big treat. This is J.W. Lees and Company. These guys are out of the UK. This is an English barley wine. They call it their Harvest Ale. And this is the 2012 edition. November of 2012. Almost 5 years old in the bottle. And I don't know what kind of sediment we're going to get. This is a smaller than a 12 ounce, probably 11 point something ounce bottle. They do a little smaller bottles over there than the typical 12 ounce that we do over here. But it is at 11.5%. And it says here 9.3 US fluid ounces. So a little bit smaller than a 12 ounce. It looks like a 12 ounce, but it's a little miniature 12 ounce. Not even 10 ounces in this bottle. This was sent to me by Rico, and guys, I reviewed this beer back in May of 2013. I don't know if it was a 2012 edition. It had to be in a 20. If they do it the same time every year, this is probably the same beer that I reviewed then. Then it was fairly fresh. This one has been aged almost 5 years in the bottle, so let's see what it brings to the table. I don't have a commercial description. It is an English style barley wine. Let me step over to Untapped and see what they have written. They have dark mahogany in color and nose of molasses with a rich flavor of toffee, sherry, and rich malt. So I'm hoping it's selling very well. We're going to re-review it here. Almost 5 years old in the bottle, so let's get the cap off of it. See what we got here. A little bit of hiss, not much at all. The cheese is sharp blue cheddar, your pungent cheeses, Gorgonzola Limburger, glassware to pint backer non-egg tumbler snifter, oversized wine glass. I got my favorite snifter today, and you can see what it pours in the glass. Not a whole lot for a little over 9 ounces. And I don't know what this beer costs, but this is all you're getting in the glass for what you're paying for it. So, but it is an 11.5%, and it can be sold for a long period of time under the proper conditions. Didn't pour any head at all. It is a muddy brown. See a little bit of light through the bottom part. Let's get a nose to it. Getting a little bit of the alcohol still. 11.5%. It's not super well hidden. Smells like a barley wine. Got a nice sweetness to it. I am getting some of that caramel, toffee, roasted malt. Maybe a hint of some dark fruit, but the alcohol is a little stronger than I anticipated being 5 years in the bottle almost. But it's a barley wine. Those are big beers. Those are big boy beers. So let's give it a taste, see what we got. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. That's very pleasant, though. You just gotta realize you're drinking an 11.5%. There was more booziness in the nose than there is on taste. It's there on the taste, but it's no burning or anything like that. A very nice barley wine. This is not a session beer. This is not a 4% or 4.5%. This is an 11.5 barley wine. Big beer. It does have a very nice, very pleasant caramel toffee taste. Maybe some slight hint of some brown sugar in there too. Very nice. Very nice. And that booziness is probably going to go away now. It's in the glass and it's going to open up, and we're going to let it come up to room temperature a little bit. Of course, I don't have a full glass here to sip on it for a while, so I'm going to take it easy on this and sip on it very slowly so we can let this thing come up to room temperature and come back and see what we end up with. But pretty nice right now. But it's an English style. You got to realize that it's a little different from what the American style is. Still a pleasant beer. It's a very small bottle though. I mean, like I said, I don't know what this bottle costs. Rico paid for it and sent it to me. I would think it's probably not very cheap, being it was done across the pond and sent over here. So you got transportation costs coming across the pond there, and so wouldn't be afraid to say this was a $7 to $10 bottle of beer. Not sure though. But let me sip on it. I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Just sipping on it kind of easy. Trying to let it come up to room temperature and warm up a little bit. Very tasty beer. A very nice example of an English style bottling wine. Caramel, toffee, hints of some brown sugar or molasses. Nice sweetness to the back end. Very tasty, guys. It's a very enjoyable beer. The only plus I got is, such a tiny little bottle. This barely did come up halfway on the glass, so final chug. This cellared exceptionally well, guys. I'm not getting any of the alcohol now. It is subsided. Doesn't seem to be boozy at all, whether it's dissipated since it's come out of the bottle and opened up a little bit, or I've got used to drinking it, one or the other. But it is a very pleasant beer, a very well made beer, guys. It's an A beer as far as I'm concerned. I'm gonna give this the 8, A minus 94 is where I would put this beer. Let's run over to Beer Advocate, and Beer Advocate has it. Hey, Beer Advocate has it at 94 also. I'm in a complete agreement with these guys on this one. Outstanding beer. And for our final check-in, Untapped. And Untapped has it listed as the 2012 edition, where none of the rest of them do. Beer Advocate doesn't anyway. We don't use rate beer anymore. They have the 2012 edition listed here, and they have it at 3.9, which is their B plus A minus scale. Pretty close right there on that one. And I'm giving it the A minus also, but I think it's a little bit better than a 3.9. Like I said, I'm giving it a 94, right close. It's got everything you need to know about the beer on the bottle. 2012 edition, and they do it in November, and it's got the ABV on the label, and there's nothing hard to read, no Best Buy, Enjoy Buy, none of that crap. Very nicely done. Our views aren't on there, not critical on this style of beer. So, very tasty. I enjoyed this one. So, Rico, thanks again, my brother. I do appreciate you sending this to me. It did sell very, very well, guys. You could sell this beer for a long time. 2, 3, 5, 10 years or more if you so choose to. So I enjoyed it. Definitely worth picking up. Definitely worth trying if you can get your hands on it, guys. So if you've had it, this is the 2012 edition. If you've had it, let me know what you think. Come on back tomorrow. Let's see what's in the fridge.